Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 15th. We're going to just jump right in here, and damn, you start off two really good cards. You have this card that says expect good money flow, a raise, or a new job offer. You also have this legacy card that says your work will be passed down to future generations. Harvest the gifts of your ancestors. These gifts are also yours. So two really good money cards for you. You start off with the look at that. The Emperor and the Empress in the Four of Wands. Are you kidding? If you are meeting a person, you clearly could be meeting a divine counterpart, and this person could be a person that you start a family with, or build and leave a legacy with. If you're not meeting a person, and even if you are, honestly, I think that sometimes I feel that the Emperor and the Empress together can represent you balancing out, those two energies inside of yourself. Basically, you're getting ready to take action on the things that you're creating. So, so you have like the action-oriented side, and you also have the creative, nurturing side to get things done with the Empress. And, that's really what I feel for you there. And sorry, these two wanted to come out together. This fell on my lap, that Five of Pentacles, but it looks to me like some of you, this clearly could be love. And, again, it could be a divine counterpart that's coming in for you. Four of Wands can represent marriage, of course. This could also just be, like I said, the Four of Wands can also just represent like a commitment, like you committing to a new way of doing things. And yeah, damn, this looks so good for money. I would even with the Emperor and the Empress, I would definitely encourage you to take action on like whatever you're thinking about here, because, there's clearly going to be a lot of growth and abundance coming in for you. That growth card says it's important to unlearn to grow as rules continue to morph and change. And again, I think what you have to unlearn here, Capricorn, is like things from the past, or any blockages you have from the past, or anything that's held you back from the past. I would like let those things go with that growth card. But it seems to me like you are taking action on things with this Emperor card. You have the Empress, and there's clearly a ton of abundance coming in for you. You have this, you have the World, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Magician. So I really feel that you're kind of like, I've said this to you before, Capricorn, you're like on top of the world, and the Magician is pointing to the world right here. So it's literally saying that you have the power to manifest whatever you want. The Empress, she can manifest as well. So I think you're kind of like, you have this heightened manifestation going on right now. You have the Four of Wands, which again could be marriage. Again, don't be surprised if you meet a person that you marry. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if some of you meet a person like this year. Maybe it's not this month, but it wouldn't surprise me if you meet a person this year that you end up marrying in the future. The Four of Wands is also about commitment. I kind of feel like the more you prove to the universe that you're committed to something, the more likely it is that it will happen. It's like, sometimes I think we have to, prove to the universe, it's like even this tarot channel. Like I used to, when I first started the channel, I'd just like do videos whenever I wanted, I've always had the same schedule. I always put up weeklies and monthlies since the beginning, but, I didn't have a schedule. I just like did whatever I wanted and everything like that. But it's like, I'm convinced once I like set a schedule and made it a point to do things at certain times and like all this other stuff, like everything fell into place. Like I was committing to what I was doing. I was committed to making it work, basically. But I also started doing other things. Like, I always say I started learning one new thing every single day about YouTube, about growing a channel, about storytelling, whatever. And I would learn one new thing a day, and I would test it and see what works, see what doesn't, double down on the good stuff. And I still do it to this day. So, I follow that rule. And again, I think when we do things like that, we are proving to the universe that we're committed. And then the universe is like, oh, they're committed. So then things start to happen. And, I think that the Four of Wands is saying that to you. Like you need to commit to make things, to manifest something on earth right here. Going up to the Magician, down to the World. With the Emperor, you have the Justice card. Some of you could be, this could be justice in love as well. So again, if you want love, this could be just a good balanced person that you're attracting here. Maybe you've had negative experiences in love. Most people have, but this could be kind of like justice, I feel. With the Empress, yep. You have a little ray of sunshine here, so definitely could be attracting someone who's like very positive, happy, upbeat. Definitely could be a fire sign as well. I mean, Emperor, Sun, wouldn't really surprise me, or an Aquarius. It wouldn't surprise me either. Could be any sign, general reading, but, fire definitely stands out to me. I do feel like this could be someone who really does make you happy. I also feel, it doesn't matter what you want. This is freaking amazing. I mean, this would represent, showers of abundance entering into your life. So clearly you are entering into a very abundant time. With the Four of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is about completing something and moving on to the other side. And the Four of Wands, I don't know what I just said. So Four of Wands is about completion. Like these, really it is a card of completion. You have to complete one thing to get to through this portal to the other side. And the Knight of Wands, I feel like is saying like, don't be afraid to let go of something that's been supporting you for a long time. I kind of feel like Capricorns are in that position in life where it's like maybe you've been working on something for a very long period of time in your life. And it's like, I don't think you necessarily have to leave. Like, I'm not saying you have to like quit your job or whatever. I think that the readings are more saying, is there a raise or a promotion available to you? Is there something you could do to grow your skills and learn more? Like all that other good stuff. That is also completion. But if you're thinking about like starting a business or doing something on the side, now would be the time to get started with the Knight of Wands. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Raven says, darkness looms on the horizon. You have this Medusa card says, jealousy leads to downfall. I feel like you could be dealing with a person who is jealous, or, you could just be dealing with like an ex that's too attached to you or something like that. I do feel that energy here. The darkness looms on the horizon. I don't know. These cards are a little dramatic. I wouldn't even worry about it. Everybody has had the Tower this week, except for you so far. So who the hell knows? There could be Tower moments or whatever. I wouldn't even worry about it. You have the Sun, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Or sorry, the Fool. The reason I said the Sun is because I was going to talk about the Sun that is over the Fool's shoulder here. So I feel for a lot of you that you are kind of ready for a new beginning or a new journey. I feel like you're ready to take some sort of risk or a leap of faith in your life. The Fool is also the contrarian. Again, I kind of feel like a lot of you could be dealing with things where it's like maybe maybe you're doing things that your like family doesn't expect you to do or just doesn't understand why you're doing it. But again, it's your life. I do believe we are in a time where everybody could be dealing with this. Everybody could be dealing with people in their life saying, you're crazy. Why are you making these crazy changes? Why are you doing these crazy things? But really, we have to stick up for ourselves and say, it's my life. Go get a hobby, right? You have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands says, don't give up. I really feel that for you. Like, keep pushing. You are Capricorn. Obviously, you're not going to give up on things, but I do feel like you need to keep pushing forward towards something that you are trying to accomplish. This is also my card of experimentation. Nine of Wands to me says, it's like my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So I feel for a lot of you that it would be an amazing time for you to experiment and try new things in life. And this could be anything. You also have two nines. You have the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Two nines to me just represents newness. So there could be new opportunities coming in for you. The Nine of Pentacles, too many nines. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of gratitude and luxury. So it's about being grateful for the things that you do have in life. Also, it says, this with the Empress could say, and the Sun, could say that there's a lot of attention for you. So if you are looking for love, I would definitely get out there. And again, no, you don't have to be a woman with the Empress to get attention. This could be whatever gender you are. It doesn't matter. So I would just put yourself out there. There's clearly a lot of attention for you. I would also try to get attention. I always say this, Pluto going into Aquarius, it's going to be retrograding back into Capricorn, but it doesn't matter. It's basically already in there. It'll be in there officially in November. It's only going back 1 degree into, to 29 degrees in Capricorn, basically. So it doesn't even count as far as I'm concerned. And what I would say here is I think everyone should do whatever they can to get attention on their skills or develop a skill that can get you attention, because that will lead to success in the future. With the Fool, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of really good money stuff going on here, clearly. So I feel whatever you're doing with your finances is going to work, or whatever you're doing to improve your finances is really working here. The Eight of Pentacles also does say, learn as much as you can. And, I always say, I have a crap ton of Capricorn in my chart, and that's why I really make it a point to learn one new thing every single day and implement it into this channel. You literally can see it. You can see all the experiments, all the things that I try on this channel. So, again, I do this every single day. With it takes about 5 minutes of my morning. I literally wake up, find a video about YouTube, and if I've watched them all, I find a video about storytelling or something else, right? Something that's related, and I learn about it. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Page of Swords. I feel like you're curious about something. Again, if you do want love, I feel like you're curious about a person. And the Page of Swords basically just says learn about it. Stop spying and learn. So I feel for those of you that are interested in a person, it's like you could easily manifest this person into your world. But, again, I think that you have to kind of learn about the person, or, educate yourself on talk to the person basically with the Page of Swords. I do believe we're in a time of curiosity though as well. So anything you can do to learn about anything that's making you curious could lead to success. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Death card. Death is about a big transformation, and I think there is a very positive transformation here going on in your finances. I'm not saying that your finances are perfect, and I'm not saying yes, or I should say yes, you still have to be financially responsible. Obviously, if you break the rules and do bad things, you're going to lose all your money. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain that, but I do. So what I would say here is, as long like you've learned a lot of lessons, if you implement those lessons and also you do new things to make more money, you will make more money. In the next row of what's coming towards you have this timing card. It says timing is important, not too late, divine timing. You have this imprisonment card. It says trapped, isolated, restricted. I feel like this is how you feel. I feel like you feel like Eight of Swords energy. And I feel it's time for Capricorn to set themselves free, really, with this energy. I mean, you literally have the Magician, and he's pointing to the world. The Magician is about kind of reinventing yourself. He has this snake wrapped around his waist, and it's eating its own tail. It represents the Ouroboros. It just represents reinvention. So I feel like you are in a time of reinventing yourself, or you need to reinvent yourself at this time. And, this could be through changing your story. This could be through doing new things with your life. I also feel, again, it's a time of heightened manifestation. So I feel like you need to, that imprisonment card is saying, set yourself free and believe that you can have something that will be really good for your life. And it could be love, with that Emperor and the Empress. Clearly, you could be attracting a divine counterpart. You have the Four Swords. Four Swords, perfect for retrogrades. I mean, retrogrades are great for resting, relaxing, recovering, healing, correcting your energy, all sorts of stuff like that. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be going through that with your energies. This person here is receiving a blessing in the stained glass window from another person. So there definitely could be blessings coming in for you in multiple areas of your life. You have the Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. The Four of Cups is a card of kind of, disappointments. It can say that, sorry, I'm choking, but I'm trying not to choke. Allergy season. My allergies are getting better, but still, geez. Anyway, rant over. You have the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. I feel like some of you are worried that you will be left out in the cold or something like that by a person. Or again, maybe, sometimes I think if we've experienced this too many times in relationships, for example, it can make it very hard for us to get into another relationship or to trust another relationship. So obviously take the retrograde to heal. Four Swords and learn about it. But also, I do feel that there really could be a solid offer clearly coming in for you. I mean, this right here, it's like, yeah, he's been disappointed by these Three of Cups, but there's like one more coming out of that cloud. And I feel this is saying like maybe there's a person who won't disappoint you coming in for you. And I feel like that's what you need to see here. Let's see. With the Magician, you have the Three of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you need to let go of past heartbreaks, and maybe you need to heal as well. Like I said, Mercury retrograde is a great time to heal from heartbreaks and sadness and, all that other stuff. And that's what I feel like is going on here with the Three of Swords, is that you need to kind of heal or, release those things, right? With the Four of Swords, you have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, of course, can be marriage, which you have twice here. You really could be meeting a person that you will marry in the future, or even if you don't want to, some people don't want to get married. Maybe you just want the commitment or whatever, and, there could be a commitment. I would also say that you have a lot of cards of freedom here. I mean, the Four of Wands twice, they both the Four of Wands kind of represent setting yourself free from something. You have to complete something to get to the other side of the Four of Wands. Same thing with the world is completion. It's kind of like an achievement. You have an achievement, and the whole story of the world is that we go from the fool to the world, and then we start all over again as a fool. We are always, kind of doing that cycle of, that is like the cycle of life, right? We're always kind of, on this hamster wheel, basically. And it might sound like, like it's not fun, right? But I think that that's the whole reason we come here. I think we come here so we can learn, so we can reinvent ourselves a bunch of times, right? Or so we can learn through experiences. And, it looks to me like that's what you're doing. Here you go. I told you, with that Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, really solid love offer, clearly. And if you don't want love, I think that this is something that you will love to do. And I think both. If you want love, then you're also, I think, going to be doing something that causes this growth here, or you're going to be getting an opportunity that has a really good flow. This could be a job that you enjoy more than your other jobs. It could be starting a business that causes flow, that causes you to be happy. And, I kind of get that here. But definitely also could be a really solid love offer coming in for you. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Wave of Emotions card. It says, a new experience will enter your life that will stir a wave of emotions. And you are kidding. There you go. You have this Pisces card, says boundaries. It says set and honor your boundaries to avoid being taken advantage of. Yes, there are probably things from your past connections that you didn't like, and maybe you didn't speak up. Maybe you didn't, maybe you didn't say anything about it. And I feel like this is saying like you need to not compromise on your boundaries, basically. If there's something someone's doing that you really don't enjoy, then maybe it's time to leave, and maybe it's telling you that it's not the right connection. So I feel that this is saying that maybe you're learning how to be a better breaker-upper, right? Maybe you're learning that you shouldn't spend too much time in things that clearly aren't going to work out. You have the Eight of Wands, the World, and the Ten of Pentacles. Again, I do feel there will be communication. If you're one of those Capricorns that wants love, this could be you communicating with a new person. What I will say is you have the World, and the Eight of Wands the Eight of Wands like socializing. The World says you need to get out into the world. So if you do want love, I would, get out in public and meet a new person, right? Or I would communicate with a person here with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick success, or, it can represent like a quick conclusion, but I do feel like there's like a quick success coming in for you. Also, whatever the heck you're working on, again, could lead to success very quickly. You have the World card. The World is an accomplishment, like I said, so I feel like there are big accomplishments coming in for you with the World, or you could just be accomplishing more with the World at this time. I mean, you are the World. The World is Capricorn, so this could also just be your energy showing up in a strong position. You also have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is amazing. Again, Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. I really see a lot of people focusing on building a Ten of Pentacles in their life because, again, Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. And I think we're just in a time where, and you literally have that legacy card at the beginning. Ten of Pentacles is building and leaving a legacy. So I feel a lot of you could really be focused on, building and leaving a new legacy in your life, something that makes you successful or something that like lifts you up here. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Hangman. The Hangman is about being in Hangman mode, but really the Hangman is about enlightenment, and especially in the good stuff, this would tell me for you that you have gained the inner answers you need to move forward. Eight of Wands is forward movement. So I feel for a lot of you, like whatever you've been feeling on pause about, or if you have been on pause in some area of your life, I feel like you're kind of like waking up to what you need to do. With the World, you have the King of Wands. King of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for something. I thought you had the Queen of Wands, but I guess not. It doesn't matter. Again, I think, this is about being bold, being assertive, really accomplishing the things you want. And again, could be a fire sign coming in for some of you. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Four of Cups. Yes, this is everything. Again, this person, if this is a person, this will not be a disappointment. This will clearly be something that you are definitely going to enjoy here, Capricorn. So, I feel like there is a very solid connection coming in for you here. If it's like a job or something you're working on, same thing. You have this Woman card, says dealings or relationships with a woman. You have this Bat, says take care, enemies are working against you. Again, everybody's had this. If you're attracting a man, I would be careful if there's like a woman that messages you and is like, oh, don't date this person, they're a cheater or whatever. Like, I've been getting these stories mostly for Taurus. So again, if you're attracting a Taurus, or I think one of the fire signs also had this as well, in like their ex messages you or something like that, it's probably not true. And again, this has been coming up for everyone. This is like some sort of weird collective energy that's going on. So, don't trust like random weird messages that you get, or, but this doesn't even have to be love. This could be like in work or whatever. So I'd pay attention. You have this October card. I always clarify the monthly cards as well. And this card says situation in the balance that requires careful handling. So maybe you've been like dealing with something since the month of October. I feel like that's coming to a close, like whatever that is. You have this Rooster. It says an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Again, this could be like someone's past person or someone who's messaging you or something weird like that. You have this Ladder. It says climbing towards success. I think there is a lot of success coming in for you with this Ladder card. And clearly, I mean, you have that growth card and what the legacy card. I think that there is a lot of success that you have been working towards for a long time. The other thing I'm getting here is like this is success that sticks. I think Capricorn's story has been that you've been having successes, but I don't think they really stick. It's like you have a success for a little period of time and then maybe it goes away, or maybe you move on to something else or whatever. It's like some of these things I think you choose to move away from the success, which can be a good thing sometimes, right? Or sometimes I think something falls apart or you don't follow through on something. And again, all these things have been lessons that you've learned, but I think you're finding success that sticks. You have this bouquet. It says compliments from an admirer. Clearly, there's communication right here from love, or there will be communication and love. For some of you, maybe you need to be the one that communicates, but whatever, take it how it resonates. I would socialize. Again, I think that you're probably going to meet this person in public or through socializing, the world, the Eight of Wands, in public, seeing the person with your actual eyeballs, not through a screen, right? And so I would get out there, but this looks pretty good here, Capricorn. I love it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.